Kyle, I know you got a lot of love for this fan base. What would be your message to them just to keep them in the building as the team tries to figure out some of these struggles?
Keep believing in us. Keep riding.
Thanks, Kyle.
And a little more here after Kyle Freeland got emotional and walked off the podium. But Patrick Saunders, who covers the team for the Denver Post, said Freeland was asked to compare the Tigers and the Royals turnarounds to, what they're dealing with. He said, what they're doing is right. What we're doing is wrong. And we're not winning baseball games. We're playing a bad brand of baseball all the way around, pitching, fielding, hitting. I mean, they might set the record for worst team in baseball a year after we saw the worst team in baseball, the Chicago White Sox. So first, real quick, Kratz, because I know you're an emotional guy. Did you feel that from Kyle, who's been there for a while, grew up in Colorado, and also only pitches every 5-6 days? He's feeling it. It must suck to be on a team that loses that bad every day.
I mean, you said he pitches once every 5 days. Pitchers are out there every single day for themselves in the sense that they got their day after throwing today is a tough day. They're sore. They're working out. They're getting everything going. So, pitchers are invested. They're just not invested in the same way that, position players are. And to me, that's where that frustration comes from. I think he has, after last night, a 10.5 ERA exactly at home in his home starts this year. He just had a stinker, and you see that emotion from him. It shows he cares. It shows a veteran that's been on this team when they were good cares, and he wants them to do well. Nobody's being put around him. So you put all that work and effort and daily grind into another stinker where guys just throw the ball away, balls that are rolling, almost stopping, rolling and hitting, going between your player's legs and bouncing away, and runners move up again. That's frustrating to work all week for one start, and then you see that effort behind you. Or you see those results, not about effort, those results behind you on defense.
Yeah, and it's everything. It's everything. When it rains, it pours. We know that. The record looks dismal. You come to the ballpark every day oh, boy, here we go again. That's the last thing. You go to any job, not even ballpark. You go to a job, where it's struggling. You're not winning. You're not getting the job you want, or they're not giving you the opportunities. Let me go to get another coffee. It's tough, and it's hard to get stuff out of your players when you're struggling in any profession that you do, and especially baseball now. It's go in the ballpark. You're like, here we go again. Been there. It stinks.
Todd, I got a question for you. Have you ever played on a bad team that you were like, I just don't think today we're going to win? Did you ever think that in the big leagues? Because I asked AJ that before. You guys were all-stars. I want to compare your mindset and process compared to mine on the teams that I played on.
Yeah, no, there was never a thought in my mind that, we're going to lose today. When you're struggling, there's doubt. Sometimes there's doubt, especially with yourself. But team-wise, always sun came up the next day, and let's just get after it. And I always thought we always had an opportunity to win. But, you always had doubt in your mind when you struggle. You're like, oh, no, here we go again. No, not this time. But, you find a way to get out of it.
But you never played for the 2025 Colorado Rockies, who have already had 4 6-game losing skids. They were outscored 21-3 in the doubleheader yesterday and out-hit 29-9. They're 6-31 on the season. It is May 9th.
It's so funny. We're talking about this now, and a buddy of mine who works with the Rockies, he says, have you seen the Rockies record? He's in the minor leagues. And we're talking about it right now. I feel like Tim Kurchin. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. It's weird how this just popped up, and he's not even watching the show right now. I said, turn the show on. You'll see. We're talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely insanity.
Trevor, I need caffeine every day. And for me, it's cold, not hot. So I go cold brew. I've been a trade coffee customer for a long time now. I don't want to go to the grocery store and get the concentrate. Can you deliver me the kit, please?
Absolutely. Trade can do that for you. Who wants to get the concentrate at the store anyways? You don't even know when that stuff was made. When you can just set it, forget it at home, and have more cold brew coffee than you can ever hope for. I love doing that. It's a fun little activity also, and Trade allows you to do it.
Yes, they hook you up with the best beans specifically for cold brew from top roasters across the U.S. Trade is the #1 coffee destination in the U.S. for both hot and cold coffee drinkers. For a limited time, they're giving away free Hario cold brewer when you sign up for a cold brew subscription when you go to drinktrade.com/foul. That's drinktrade.com/foul to get your free cold brew maker with select cold brew subscriptions. That's drinktrade.com/foul. I don't know what the pace is because I don't have the quick math, but it's really bad.
Yeah.
It's like 7 games below what the White Sox did. Currently,
they're on pace for 127-ish.
I think so. 128. Didn't the White Sox lose 121?
121.
What's the
Right.
record? Is that it? 121?
121 is the all-timer last year.
I don't know. God.
They've got work to do.
And they will get to work and do it.
And it just might not be winning work. The thing is, Kratz, for me, usually when a team's this bad, it does usually tumble even more so. I mean, the Rockies aren't big trade deadline sellers because the ownership family just has no idea what to do with the trade deadline, and they'll just keep people they're friends with. But you get worse usually if you sell off parts, and then also your depth gets tested as the year goes on. It's hard enough for an organization to operate with that ballpark and in that environment. We haven't seen a lot of consistent winning since that franchise started, but I don't think anyone's asking for that. They're just like, can we get a competitive team to some extent right now?
Terrible.
You would be excited if you looked at the guys like from a prospect standpoint, from Ryan McMahon, Ezekiel Tovar, Brenton Doyle. Like you're like, yeah. Like even my buddy and my twin, Jacob Stallings, had a bounce back resurgent offensive year last year. He has a gold glove in his arsenal. Like you'd be like, okay, they got some cool, nice pieces. But they're so afraid as an organization to go outside of what they've done that a team that, they didn't hit very well at the beginning of the season, they fired in the offseason. They didn't bring back one of their assistant coaches that wasn't from the organization, didn't bring them back for no reason because they cut down from 3 hitting coaches like most teams have to 2. And then they hired Bam Bam Hensley Mullins, and they fired him, 20 games into the season? And now they're hitting even worse since Clint Hurdle's back. Like, it's just, I'm confused the message that they're sending the players, not the players not getting the job done. It's confusing what message is being sent.
And I'll button this up real short and simple. If I'm in AA, AAA, it's go time. Hey, get after it. Dominate. All of a sudden, you're going to be the next one in line because if they do trade some pieces, they're going to bring some people up because they got nobody else. Minor leaguers and Rockies, get after it, big doggies. It's your turn.
Mm-hmm. Time to shine. I mean, they're going to start switching things up. They already did a little bit, right? They had a new hitting coach in there in Clint Hurdle, although he's been part of the mix there for a long time. They need some fresh voices, freshness. Get a little freshness. You notice how some of the worst teams ever just never really go outside of their comfort zone to get help. It's almost like they don't want
they get rid of
dissension. They don't want someone telling them you're wrong. I don't know. Maybe you can read into that. We can talk about it more sometime.
That's the exact opposite. That's the exact opposite of what the Rays are doing. The Rays are like, if you don't, they get rid of you if you don't question, if you're not willing to bring something up that will help the organization.
Hey everybody, be sure to like and subscribe for more content.
We're back here every weekday, all year long, so do not miss an episode.
The videos are coming in all day. Here's another video you might enjoy.
Baseball the way it should be covered.